this hour, the underwater dome is already quiet. Soft lights stay on along the curved corridor. The lagoon outside the glass remains dark and calm. Nothing here is expecting movement. You don't need to focus on details. The words can stay in the background, like water pressing gently against glass. The hallway follows the dome's curve in a long arc. Floor panels remain warm underfoot. Handrails run in clean lines beside the glass. No footsteps echo far. Sound fades quickly here. Outside, the lagoon holds its depth. A slow drift of particles passes through the beam of light. Then the water clears again. No wave breaks. No current pulls hard. Everything stays even. A seal line runs along each window frame. Bolts remain tight. No moisture gathers at the edges. The glass stays clear. The view stays open. A small service alcove sits halfway down the corridor. Its door is closed. A status panel shows 3 steady lights. Filter, okay. Pressure, okay. Power, okay. No warning color appears. Farther along, a bench faces the glass. Its surface is smooth and dry. A folded towel rests at one end. Nothing has been used. Nothing needs to be prepared. Outside the dome, a shadow passes slowly. Not close, not sudden. A fish moves through the edge of the light, then disappears into the dark water again. The lagoon returns to stillness. The corridor lights remain steady. They do not flicker. They do not brighten. Their glow softens the edges of the space. Corners remain calm. Time begins to loosen inside the dome. Minutes stop feeling separate. The slow water outside replaces the clock. Nothing presses forward. A narrow strip of light runs along the floor line. It marks the curve of the hall. It does not move. The path stays clear. Outside the glass, the reef line is only a darker shape. No bubbles rise. No foam forms. The water stays heavy and quiet. A small speaker above the service alcove remains silent. No announcement plays. No test tone sounds. Only the low hum of air circulation continues. The dome holds a steady pressure. You can feel it as stability, not force. Nothing shifts in the structure. The handrail remains cool. The floor remains warm. A second shadow crosses the beam. Smaller this time. It moves slower. A faint shimmer follows it for a moment. Then the water becomes uniform again. The towel on the bench remains folded. Edges stay square. No strap hangs loose. The bench stays unused, ready without demand. Time spreads wider along the corridor. Moments rest side by side. No sequence forms. The pause feels sufficient. A maintenance hatch sits near the floor. its screws remain seated. A label remains readable under the light. Access only. No hand reaches for it. No tool approaches it. Outside, the lagoon continues to hold its calm surface. Light fades into darkness beyond the dome. Distance feels contained by the water itself. Nothing approaches the glass. A soft click comes once from the pressure panel. Not an alarm, a routine relay. Then the hum returns to its baseline. No other sound follows. You walk slowly to the far end of the corridor. The curve continues. The lights repeat at steady intervals. The pattern becomes familiar, comforting, unchanged. Outside the glass, a thin line of sand is visible near the bottom. It does not shift. No cloud of silt rises. Everything stays settled. A ladder behind a sealed door leads up to the surface module. The door remains closed. Its gasket line stays tight. No draft enters. No latch moves. Time loosens further. The idea of distance fades. Only the curve of the corridor and the steady water remain. Nothing needs to be checked again. The service panel still shows 3 steady lights. The bench remains in place. The towel remains folded. Outside, the lagoon remains dark and calm, holding the dome in quiet pressure. And the corridor continues exactly as it is, softly lit, steady and unchanged, through the long hours of the night. The corridor remains in the same soft light. No fixture changes tone. No shadow deepens. The dome keeps its steady pressure. Outside the glass, the lagoon stays dark and even. Particles drift through the beam once. Then the water clears again. Nothing stirs the sand line at the bottom. The bench remains facing the window. The towel stays folded. Edges remain square. Nothing has been disturbed. Along the frames, seal lines remain clean. Bolts remain tight. No moisture beads at the corners. The glass stays clear. At the service alcove, the status panel holds its 3 lines. Filter, okay. Pressure, okay. Power, okay. No warning color appears. No tone sounds. A soft airflow moves along the ceiling duct. Not cold, not warm, even. The hum remains low and constant. Time loosens further inside the dome. Minutes do not line up. They rest evenly along the curve of the hall. No direction forms. Outside, a faint shadow passes again. Farther away this time. It moves through the edge of light, then fades. The water returns to uniform darkness. The floor strip light remains fixed. It traces the curve without motion. The path stays clear. No footstep echoes far. Sound ends quickly. A maintenance hatch near the floor remains sealed. Screws remain seated. The label remains readable. Access only. No tool approaches. A sealed door near the far end remains closed. Its gasket line stays tight. No latch clicks. No draft enters. The ladder behind it remains unused. A small relay click sounds once from the pressure panel. Then the baseline hum returns. No alarm follows. The readings remain stable. Outside the glass, the reef line stays a darker band. No bubbles rise. No foam forms. The lagoon keeps its stillness. You walk slowly along the curve again. Lights repeat at even intervals. Handrails remain cool under your fingers. The pattern stays familiar, unchanged. Time spreads wider. Moments rest side by side. No sequence forms. The pause feels sufficient. Outside, a single fish moves through the beam. Its body catches light briefly. Then it disappears into darkness. Nothing follows it. The bench remains dry. The towel remains folded. The corridor remains clear. Everything stays prepared, but unused. The dome pressure remains steady. You can feel it as stability. No structure shifts. The glass holds the water back quietly. The service panel remains unchanged. The hum remains even. The light remains soft. No signal announces a change. Outside the window, the water stays heavy and calm. Inside the corridor, the air stays steady and clean. Between them, the glass remains clear. Nothing presses forward. Nothing resolves. The corridor continues as it is. The lagoon continues as it is. The night continues without interruption. Soft light, cool handrails, dark water beyond, and the dome remains quiet, steady, and unchanged through the remaining hours of night. Near the far end of the corridor, an inspection window sits beside the sealed ladder door. Its glass remains clear. A thin rubber edge stays dry. Under the handrail, a cable conduit runs in a straight line. Clips hold it at even spacing. No vibration travels through it. Outside the dome, a fixture cycles once, and the beam shifts slightly. The change is subtle. Particles drift through, then the water clears again. A pale starfish rests on the sand line near the bottom. It does not move. Its outline stays steady. Inside, the alcove panel holds the same 3 states. No fourth light appears. No tone sounds. The corridor keeps its curve. The bench stays empty. The towel stays folded. Nothing presses forward. The dome stays quiet against the lagoon.